Hello everybody, today I will show you a very quick video on how to follow the Docker's contribution workflow. The first thing we need to do is fork the Docker project. I've done this so I can skip this step. And now let's clone it on our local machine. Note that I'm downloading the fork from my GitHub account. So the workflow is to make changes locally, commit them to your GitHub account, and then make pull requests to Docker using GitHub. Using Git remote, let's add the Docker upstream as well. We will need this later to synchronize any changes after we fork the project. And now comes the funny part. Let's find a bug to fix. For new contributors, working on a bug is the easiest way to start. And the next step would be called refactoring and adding new features. Don't forget to read the comments about this bug to make sure nobody else is working on it, and post a new comment to let everybody else know that you will try to fix it. Now we need to create a new branch using the ID and the name of the issue. Now this next step might seem a bit confusing, but it's very important in the whole workflow. Make shell will use a Docker file to build a new image and then start a container with an interactive shell. The final result is that we're inside a container with all the dependencies installed. Inside that development container, we need to use a special bash script to compile the binaries and install them. The binary command will compile all binaries, and install binary will copy them in the bin directory. When this is complete, let's start the daemon. We'll start in debug mode with experimental enabled. I use one screen to compile the binaries and run the Docker daemon, and another screen to run Docker commands. And now we have reached the exciting part. Let's open the project source and fix this nasty bug. Well, sort of. We're not actually going to fix that bug, but just make a simple code change so you can see what's the next step, which is making a commit. When I start the Docker daemon, you will see the new log message I added. Although it's optional, it's a good practice to run unit and integration tests before you make the pull request on GitHub. You can use the make shell script inside the container, or just make if you're running these tests on the host itself. Let's pretend that I fixed the bug and now it's time to make a new commit. The important thing to remember here is that you always need to use -s, which will sign your commit, and it means that you own it and you have the rights to pass it over. If you have worked on this bug for a few days, the chance that the original Docker project is few commits ahead, so it will be better to synchronize to make sure that there is no conflict in the code base. Now upload it to my GitHub fork. Some of the questions with the pull request might seem a bit strange, but when you work on such a big project with so many people, all the details are important. The maintainers will review your patch, and if it fixes the bug, they will accept it and merge it. So now you're part of the big Docker community, not just as a user, but as a contributor.